Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel if you have been to my channel before, and welcome to my channel if this is your first time visiting. My name is Kata, and I'm talking today about how to clean up your vibration or your vibe to really manifest the things that you want in life. A process that I'm going through myself of understanding really, really deeply how important it actually is to clean up our vibration to truly be able to manifest the things that we desire in life has become the key focal point to my life, because I've come to understand how important this actually is and why so many of us actually don't manifest the things that we want in life. It's because we're vibrationally not a match to those things that we want. And so recently I started to do this, like, act as if, as if you already have it, and really just getting into the embodiment of that and feeling what it's like to, be that successful person, or like, we all have, I think, a vision for ourselves of who we would aspire to be, or how we would want to look, how we would want to feel in our bodies on a day-to-day basis. What kind of things and activities would we be doing, in that 2.0 version of ourselves? What kind of foods would we be eating? What kind of music would we listen to? What kind of people would we be hanging out with? These are all things that really, really need to be considered if we want to align ourselves to a future picture that we want to embody right now, because that is the key, is embodying all of those characteristics or those aspects of ourselves, that future version of yourself, to embody that now. And the way that you embody that right now is through acting as if, and through living it already in the moment. So, do your nails, like, get your hair done, make sure that you feel clean and pretty or handsome or whatever. Like, make sure that you feel good about yourself when you look in the mirror, to put in that extra time for oral hygiene, put in that extra time to work out your body, put in that extra time to really just do the things and align with the things that you want to be. Because when I look at my life and I look at the person that I wish to embody, the person I wish to embody is, and there's a whole list, of what she is, who she is, how she acts, how she talks, what she does on a regular basis, what kind of a life she has. And it really has dawned on me, it really has become extremely obvious that certain things, for them to really appear in our lives, it's all about alignment, and it's nothing more than that. And alignment means taking the right kind of action. It's not just about taking action or taking any kind of action. It really has to be the right kind of action. So, what are those daily actions that you're doing currently to make yourself feel like $1,000,000, to make yourself feel like you're on top of the world, to make yourself feel like you're successful and you've got your shit together and you just got it going on? What are those things that you're doing right now? Or what are those things that you're not doing right now that would make you feel that way, right? Because if I look at my life, and if I just look at my daily schedule and how I manage my time, what I do with my time, how I show up on a daily basis for myself, that is the key. That is the number one thing that I have come to understand is truly the priority. Because the more I can embody that feeling, because we manifest from our feelings and from our thoughts, of course, but thoughts create certain feelings, right? So to embody that version of ourselves, it's all about aligning those feelings within yourself. So the better you feel about yourself, the more you're going to get into alignment with the things that you want, the people that you want in your life, the situations, the money, the circumstances, the job, the vacations, whatever, right? So how many activities do you do right now? And just take a look at that within your day that truly help you to feel aligned, or what activities are you not doing that would make you feel aligned? And this was something that I had to think about myself in order to figure out, like, who do I truly want to be? What kind of a person, or what kind of a version of myself do I want to embody on a daily basis? What does she look like? What does she feel like? What does she sound like? How does she act? How does she generally behave with other people, or with herself? Like, what's my inner dialogue like? That's something that I had to really, really look at as well. The inner dialogue was a kind of a tough one to get over for a while, but I think I've got it now, and I'm really, really feeling just significantly better about where I am in terms of my inner dialogue and what my thoughts are saying. So I don't identify so much with all of those like toxic, shitty thoughts that I used to have constantly on a regular basis, which of course was just faulty programming. And now that I don't identify with those thoughts, I've really come to understand that it's like, yeah, I'm not that. So it's like, that doesn't have to be my story, right? Because everything is actually about the story we tell ourselves, you know? So what kind of a story are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that you're successful, you're beautiful, you've got your shit together, you got it going on? Or are you telling yourself like, man, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I suck at this, I suck at that, you know, I'm lazy, I'm this, or whatever? Like, it really, really matters. And until we fundamentally understand this, I think as a species, as a human race, we're going to just continue manifesting shitty things for ourselves, because the vibration comes first. And as an energy healer, as an intuitive coach, this is something I explain to my clients all the time. Energy comes first. So what kind of an energy are you currently in? What kind of a vibe are you constantly putting out to the universe? Is it like, yes, I'm open to success. Yes, I'm open to new opportunities, to new friendships, to new jobs, to new whatever. Yes, I'm open to all of these things. Is that your vibe? Or is your vibe a constant, like, I don't know if I can do this, doubt, self-doubt, questioning yourself? You know, check in. You got to really, really check in. And I always explain to people like, man, if you want to change your life, you have to do the work. There is just no other way around it. And a lot of people, I find, you know, are very much stuck in victim mode, especially as I work with clients. Like, I see it all the time, man. It's like the victim mode is what traps people in their own thoughts and in their own head. And it really, really prevents them from moving forward, from taking action in the right kind of way, taking steps to actually further their life. It can be extremely difficult. And that's why it's not about monitoring your thoughts. It's just about being super conscious of how you think. Do I think like a victim, or do I think like a winner? Right? And if you can start aligning those thoughts, and if you can start repeating those thoughts within yourself, that I am a winner and everything is always working out for me. It's one of my favorite daily mantras that I say like all the time to myself now. And all is well, that's my other favorite one. So anytime that you feel doubtful, anytime you feel heavy, anytime you're questioning whether you're doing the right thing or not, just keep telling yourself all is well. It's like the more that I can relax, and the more that I can just really like flow with this energy of abundance within myself, and flow with the energy of possibility, and just be super open to it, the more possibilities are actually coming into my life and physically manifesting and showing up for me. And that is a pretty awesome thing. Like, it's, for a long time, you know, I didn't get this. I didn't perfect it. I had no idea that I was constantly thinking these like super toxic negative things about myself. And then I was constantly amplifying those thoughts with like feeling that way about myself too on top of it. And until I really understood that this is something that I got to just shift out of, and be able to own my own power, and be able to own who I am as a soul, as a spirit here on this planet, if I can own that, if I can really in a powerful way just accept and know that like I'm fucking awesome just as I am, and I actually don't need to keep, you know, improving. I don't need to do all these things. Like, you improve yourself, but it's like, don't think that you're improving yourself. No, you're doing this because it feels good. You're doing this because you're in alignment, and you know that this is how you align. You know, it's a very different way of looking at certain actions of when you're taking them, right? So get into this mindset and into this heart space of like really feeling your awesomeness, and really understanding that you have the power to create anything in your life that you desire. And all it takes is for you to align your thoughts and your feelings just to feel good. It's like, can you just reach for that better feeling thought when you notice, and when you catch the negative thoughts coming up, when you notice that your brain is taking you down a side street again that you don't want to go down? Can you just catch yourself and be like, nah, all is well. I'm not going down that side street. I know it's not where I want to go. I know the main road that I'm on, which is towards success, which is already towards the happiness and the joy, because I'm choosing to embody those feelings right now within myself. It doesn't matter that I don't have all of it figured out. It doesn't matter that I don't have every single, duck in a row. None of that matters. All that matters is truly aligning to who you want to be and how you want to show up, and embodying that every single day. Like, fake it till you make it, man. If you gotta do all these extra things to make yourself feel pretty, or to make yourself feel handsome, to make yourself feel good, and like really feel like empowered, then do those things, right? Because every little thing that you do that makes you feel better is adding another drop to your own cup. It's like you are filling your own cup in those moments. And I didn't know for the longest time, especially when I was a business owner, a clinic owner, I really didn't understand this, and how incredibly important it is to fill your own cup, to figure it out, to like know when to say no to other people so that you can truly give to yourself. And that's a journey sometimes, and that's okay too. It's perfectly okay for that to be a journey. We don't have to have it figured out. It's just recognizing how you sabotage yourself, recognize how you don't align yourself with certain things, by just choosing those negative thoughts and choosing doubt, and choosing to really plug into victim mode, right? Anytime that you are blaming people outside of yourself, you are a victim. You are playing the victim. You are feeling like the victim. You're embodying the victim. But anytime that you say, you know what, not my circus, not my monkeys, and I'm not plugging into the drama, or I'm not plugging into whatever somebody else wants from me right now, because I know intuitively and I feel within myself that there's something else I should be focusing on, or something else I should be doing. Every single time that you do that, it's a drop in your bucket, in your emotional bucket. And that's how we nurture ourselves. This is how we grow. This is how we start to truly embody through the doing. This is how you understand and get to embody that 2.0 version of yourself. And like I said, it took me a while to figure this out, and that's why I'm sharing this now. And I'm so excited to share this, because it's like, shit, like I feel like I finally have it figured out. I finally understand, and I'm finally over this like hump of constantly doubting myself, and constantly not feeling like I was good enough, and constantly questioning, every single word that I said and every single thing that I did. Was this the right thing? Was that the right thing? And it's like, I just don't need to do that anymore. For one, because it's exhausting and it takes a ton of energy to do it. And two, because it's not necessary. Like, it's just fallen away now, because I recognize and I truly understand who I am as a soul and as a spirit, what my mission is and what I'm here to do. And that is just to embody love. It is to really, truly learn how to love myself on such a deep level, and fill my bucket to such a capacity that it's absolutely overflowing. And that is truly when we get to a place of being able to give unconditional love to others, no matter what, because you are already so full and so overfilling with emotion and with love for yourself, that you have just more than enough to give to others. And that is truly the key and the secret. So it's like, learn to love yourself first, and really learn to figure out what your boundaries are. Learn to figure out, why certain people are in your life, and start recognizing who are the ones that actually add drops to your bucket, and who are ones that take away, and maybe not drops, but cups, and maybe even takes away half the bucket or the whole bucket, right? Like, notice these things. Who are the people that fill your bucket? Who are the ones that are draining it? And what activities are filling it? What activities are draining it? The more that we can recognize that, the more that we can truly align to our spirit and to our true calling, our true mission here on this planet. Because think about it, you're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. We're all here just to really show up, first and foremost, to learn how to show up for ourselves, to learn to embody the best version of ourselves that we possibly can be, regardless of what you have or what you don't have in this moment. And when we all figure that out, then I think we're going to see some significant changes. And actually, I already see these changes. I already see how humanity is already shifting into this. We're already beginning to embody self-love. We're starting to truly understand that, choosing those right things for us and the things that only we know is good for us is really the key to happiness. And more people are choosing it. If you look out into the world, more and more people are saying no to the 9-to-5 jobs, to jobs that just are soul sucking and life sucking and energy sucking from us. More and more people are saying no to working jobs that are not fulfilling, to working long hours, to constantly sacrificing their own happiness or their family time or their time for themselves just to put in those hours. Like, it's becoming so evident that we are all shifting into a significantly higher vibrational space. And that energy is already here. It's here right now in this present moment. And all we have to do is anchor into it. And we anchor into it by grounding ourselves, like clearing ourselves energetically. I can't even express how important that is. Clearing myself and recognizing on a daily basis needs to be done so that any thoughts, because it's not like you can just completely stop and pause those negative thoughts. It's not like you can just cut them out. You can't. The ego always will play a role. It exists within us. There's duality with us, good and light, or dark and light, right? So if there's constant duality within us, then we have to recognize that it's not about pushing those thoughts out or condemning them or thinking that we've done something wrong because we're thinking those thoughts. It's just more about how am I reacting, or am I reacting to those thoughts? Because when you're no longer reacting to those thoughts and you're not paying attention to them, then to be honest, they just come and go. It's like they just flow through me now. And I noticed that. I noticed it the other day while I was doing dishes, and it was like some stupid thought came up. It was all about self-doubt. And I just kind of observed it for a moment. And then I was like, yeah, no, I don't identify with this. I don't resonate with this thought anymore. And I just allowed it to kind of move through me, and it did. And then I reached for a better feeling thought. And I'm like, no, man, all is well in my life. Like, there's no reason for me to think these things anymore or to feel this way anymore, because everything is always working out for me. So, it's really simple and yet not. I just find it's a process that we have to go through, and you have to really get to this place within yourself. And the more that you do these things, the more that you catch the negative thoughts and just replace it with a positive one, the more that we actually move through this darkness or dark night of the soul, if you will. Because the only way to get to the light is to move through the darkness, is to move through the discomfort, the feelings that, we don't like, and observe them and start noticing them. And the more you notice them and the more you catch yourself, the more you can start correcting them. That is awareness. That is how you are awakening to what you're actually doing on a daily basis and how you show up for yourself on a daily basis or for other people. So just keep at it. Don't give up, and know that it's a process. Know that yes, it's going to be difficult some days, and some days maybe your thoughts will take over you, and it'll kind of cast a cloud or a shadow over you some days, but that's okay. And even on those days, don't be hard on yourself. Just recognize that, okay, you know what? Maybe today I just need to feel my feelings, and I just need to allow myself to sit in this uncomfortable feeling, because through sitting in the uncomfortableness, I'm going to pass through it. I'm going to walk through that. So understand that it's all okay. Everything is always working out for you. It truly is, even when things seem bleak or things seem like they're not working out for you, or you've lost a job or whatever. And I just quickly want to mention here that losing a job is actually a huge blessing. It's usually an indicator that there is something way better for you. So don't get hung up on that. Don't allow yourself to get triggered. Just know that, okay, for some reason, Spirit removed this from my life. Clearly there's something way better for me, and I just need to align myself with the right thoughts and feelings to vibrationally be able to attract that next thing that actually wants to show up for me that's way better. So that's it for today, guys. Just a short and sweet message of self-care and self-love and how to kind of perceive all of this. I hope you guys are doing really, really great. Do hit a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you like my content. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. I love you, and take care of yourself and love yourself, because you got it. Bye.